I know the feeling.
Definitely.
Man.
I'm about to give y'all a flashback right now. I ain't spending no $100 on no gym.
Oh, hell yeah.
It hurt, David. That's just ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a pair of ones.
So
I was showing you was $75.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Yeah.
it's the tax.
Hey, if it said Nike Air on the back, I was happy. So I was good.
So George, what was yours?
As a shorty,
The hoop in.
the Hirachi 2K. The Hirachi 2K.
Definitely
Yeah, them was a hit. The ones that Kobe was the second pair, not the rounded toe, not the one with the stitching on it. And then probably the Kobe Zooms. Zones. But as a kid, just not knowing any better, I used to like hooping in 8s with the straps. I just felt like they was light. So if you strap them up real tight, I felt like I could do anything in them.
What about you, Rollo?
To hoop in as a kid, for the most part, I think it was Air Force Ones. That's what you had the most of. Mm-hmm. Like he just said, that was your back to school shoe to start with.
Yep.
That became my hoop shoe once I got a new pair. And you always had a pair of Air Force Ones. There was always some mids. It was never no back then. Nobody was wearing high strap.
The all black rubber joints.
I used to hoop in I used to call them University of Michigan. It was all blue with the gold bottom with the smaller swoosh.
Yep.
Oh,
I forgot.
I forgot about them.
96.
I was supposed to bring them.
Those was nice.
You about to get on the phone?
Yeah, bro, I forgot. Because he limited us to 3.
Yeah, man. And what you got for us?
Shoe I used to hoop in coming up, Nike Shocks. I remember I got my first pair. They started coming out probably like towards the end of grammar school. Y'all older than me. Like high school, the Nike Shock, that was the shoe. Okay.
Shocks about 2000.
Yeah, we were super grown one shoe.
I knew when I got that shoe, I ain't let that shoe touch no concrete. If it wasn't hardwood, I wouldn't. That's how it was.
So you did one thing like I did as a kid, bought the Vince Collins because you thought they thought they made you jump higher and they said,
shit. I knew them shoes didn't touch concrete. Only one on the court. It was last me for a while. Socks.
What you got for us, Shaw? OG?
As a kid, it was whatever, but like in high school, honestly, the Air Force One mids. I had the white with the it was the jewel, the small swoosh, like a Kelly green. That was the best shoes I ever hooped in.
Champ Sports OG back on State Street. I have all them shits for like $64.
Man.
Oh,
I got mine off East Bay. I got mine off East Bay for like $40.
Or you go to Champs up in Roseland. I mean, not Champs.
Evergreen
no,
Park?
remember what you call it in Roseland? They was sitting on the corner.
City Sports.
City Sports.
Yeah.
They used to have everything too.
Y'all parents must so dope or something. Boy, I'm gonna get some loves. JVC Kaboom Box.
It's gonna be the funniest sneaker purchase. I bought a pair of 8s from him. His auntie had bought him. This was wearing retros, wasn't retro. These was actual 8s.
Yeah.
But it was like 97. So them bitches were just old Jordans at that time. I bought it from him for a $5 food stamp.
Damn.
The booklet back in those days. The booklet.
Playoff 8s. I bought it from you for $1 and a $5 food stamp.
Oh shit, that did happen. I went to the store for the quarter, got my 75 cents.
I was about to say, did you get the change for it though? Did you get the change?
You took me so far back, they used to advertise lugs on the wrestling. The SmackDown used to come on.
Yeah, cut it, Tim. We gotta do that again. Because they still be talking. I don't even think they heard the countdown.
I remember that.
The hard ass lugs.
I got 15 tip. I get it.
All right, y'all. We back. Know-it-alls. Back with the know-it-alls. We had a special episode this week. Talking kicks, sneakers. Me and my homie Nikki.
What's going on? This your girl, Miss Choose Wisely. So we got some great cool stuff in here today. we're talking about sneakers. Not just Jordans. We talk about all type of sneakers. All of us in here probably play basketball, play various sports. But what makes us come together is sneakers. Sneakers, music, sports, all of that comes together one hand because it's a culture. So I know my man's Ralph right here. I almost forgot his name. That's crazy. There's so many big, tall people here. Gave me the short person syndrome. So I know Ralph played, say ball all the time or whatever, and it's just like the back and forth camaraderie we talk about with sneakers when we sit and post to each other. I do it with Rollo, do it with our producer, definitely do it with my best friend Ant, do it with George, because we in a sneaker group now. So let's get everybody's perspective. Let's talk about this sneaker game right here.
Yeah. So this week, like I said, special episode, straight kicks. We got everybody in here. I'm gonna go around and let everybody introduce themselves, and we're gonna go left to right, starting with the OG.
Ooh, man, we finally got you on the show.
I stepped out.
First and foremost, we finally got the OG on the show. He's supposed to have been on a lot of episodes, but now he finally showed his way over
I
here.
got a little something to say.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let you go ahead, OG.
At Don Sneaks Instagram. So yeah, that's about it.
Straight to the point.
Man, I think we all got to know you because of how you shadow post your sneakers, and then how you got Nike started messing with you on how you post your sneakers up. So give us a little something.
Picture. I mean, it's something I've liked sneakers since the 80s, but
you had to take that time.
I mean, it's just I started really getting into it, collecting and everything, 99, 2000, so I got a lot of old stuff, I'm not as heavy, I'm nearly as heavy now than I was back then, so, but I still got a few pairs I can still show out a little bit.
Okay. All right, Rollo, man, I've been knowing, your hat don't move.
My hat don't move, man. That's just out of beastie shit.
When did y'all start collecting, man?
I think I started in I ain't gonna say I call it collecting. I just kept all my shoes. Cause back then we was growing up, we wouldn't really call collecting.
Right. That's how it started.
Just had shoes.
Exactly how it
started.
started.
They called me a hype beast. I'm like, I don't think I'm a hype beast, but I'm too old to be a hype beast.
Right.
Take out the trash.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I started in 96. I had to get my first job in 97, working at Burger King in O'Hare, traveling from over this way on blue line, red line to the blue line, and walked a few blocks just to buy gym shoes. Because like he said earlier, my mama said, hey, $100. Right. That's why I had to rock the mid Air Force Ones, because that's all I could afford.
Also known as the stick-up shoes nowadays.
Right.
But if you was an OG.
Oh yeah, there's OGs back then though. We all had.
I'm talking about 1-800-344-Nike, Nike Consumer Affairs. You be like, yo, the sticker came out of my shit. You send them bitches back. That's how I stay fresh.
1-800 East Bay. Still do that to this day. It's called NikeBiz.com. Anything. I know people who hit licks like that on their Vapor Maxes. Vapor Max is 220, 240.
Ooh,
they slice a little, hit a little lick.
We used to wait for niggas to go swimming, go steal all the shoes with elbows. Used to pay phone to call inside of Grand Crossing Park. Used to pay phone call 1-800-344-Nike. Get the slips into the crib. Take the old shoe, put it in the box, wrap it up in the brown paper, took it to the post office on 77th. $5.60. Ship that shit back. You get a voucher back, and then you see your shoe back.
Take them back.
And then they start sending the voucher back. You go to Nike Town, go on the 3rd floor, go into a little office, a little old white man's been there with the glasses. Got my voucher. He be like, oh, now your voucher's worth blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Go downstairs, put like $40 with it. You got a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
Still
a lick this day.
We still got a lick on that.
They just still send the vouchers out in the email now.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, so George, go ahead, let them know who you are.
George, if you know me or you've been watching thus far, I consider myself a sneakerhead, a collector. I've like everybody else. I've loved shoes since a kid, since a shorty. I think the shoe I fell in love with that really had me honed in was the Deion Sanders Diamond Turf, the first pair, the white, red, and black with the gold vent. I started collecting when I actually really could afford shoes outside of my parents' budget. Was like my junior, senior year when I had a job, and then when I got to college, Them little refund checks we used to get at the top of each semester. You know, I ain't had no financial literacy back then. I spent the whole $2,500 on shoes. And be calling my mama to pay my phone bill. I just had $2,500
On the prime code.
Yeah. Sprint back when they were restricted.
U.S. Cellular, you know.
You was talking before 7? You supposed to talk after 7? Nah, but yeah, and then like, you know, when I, maybe like my sophomore, junior year of college, I began working in Champs, Finish Line, Dick's. I've worked in every single sportswear, footwear store there is. Journeys, Underground Station, most recently, DTLI, Snipes. Just keep a little part-time joint just so I ain't got to stand in line, raffle, or pay the crazy prices. So, you know.
Everything from Jackson to Randolph on State Street.
Everything. So, yeah.
And what you got for us?
No, it's Ant, aka Trash Bag, not bad popular demand. Not that popular demand. I started collecting shoes probably I'm just like him. When I got to college, I got that first refund check off a scholarship. I'm like, damn, I don't know what I could do. I go right to I'm in Alabama, so you know they shoe stores ain't nowhere near Chicago. I go in there. Hey, look, I got $1,500. Give me give me them Jordans I missed last week. Yeah. Give me the ones that came out last month. Probably at 20, I started probably collecting shoes. High school, I took it serious, but you know, I was high school. You go to the dorm, I'm like, I'm not gonna take all these shoes, but I got 20. I just started collecting them up. Started just keep these mice, keep those, and shit. That's how I just took off with it.
It's really levels, like you said, in high school. In high school, yeah, I was buying kicks, but it was basically Air Force Ones.
Yep.
Every different kind of little Air Force One that came out. But then when I really started seeing a little, you know, I could afford the 150, 125. I was definitely pulling it. So yeah.
All right, Jesse.
Bro.
Oh yeah. So I'm Jesse. I would wouldn't necessarily call myself a collector by no stretch of the imagination. I like what's fly. You know, I like to dress well. Dress for these hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Somebody
I ain't mad at you.
And with anything, I respect the game because it's like it's a multi-billion-dollar business, right? Like especially. I think the underground part of it is even bigger than the actual.
Definitely.
Most
definitely.
And then some of it just got a little bit too monotonous to me. Like I wasn't standing in no fucking line in Chicago in December around Christmas for some sneakers. Like I just wasn't about to do that.
That was a good time back in the day.
Man.
I was about to say, because I know I've done that.
That was a mutual
conversation.
I feel you on that. Though.
I hated it, but I did it.
So I worked downtown. And like before they went to like the raffle and all of that stuff, you know, little Weber barbecue grills?
Yeah.
I used to see motherfuckers outside, bro, with wood in them, bro, overnight with the snow coming down.
Yeah.
Like,
We've been there. Overnight.
And I've been there. Myself, bro, like, no. Like, I don't want to do that.
You gotta have them back to school or that Christmas party. You've been in college, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta have a Christmas party. High school, you gotta have them so you come back off break. That's why they, you know.
Except for how you getting that if you got frostbite?
Hey, I'm with you.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
I stood online, all these years I stood online one time, and that was the first time they retroed the Cool Gray 11s. And I had to go to Nike Town, and I stood in that line for 2.5 hours, and it was cold as hell. I said, never again.
I saw
Never
people
again.
on Christmas Eve. It was so cold that if it had just been 0, it'd have been hot. And they was out there like, yeah. And I was just like, what?
That's what happened when they dropped that's when they dropped the 11s, when they dropped the Breed 11s, when they first retroed them years ago. It came out around
Man.
Christmas. That's like, that gotta be what you're talking about, when everybody was sitting outside.
2012.
Yeah,
respect-
when they
I
first
respect
came
the
back
hustle.
out with them.
Man.
They hustle I can do, but I respect the hustle.
Definitely.
Especially when they holding the shoes, you be like, you'll get the alert, you'll get off work, you be like, oh snap, it's like 4, 5 o'clock. I went right over there to Evergreen for those playoff 11s. And I was stood in line, they like, we ain't got no more. I said, yo, what? So then I came home, and I was in a relationship, and he put his up. I said, fuck your shoe. I'm like, I ain't got mine. I don't care about nobody's shoe. I'm like, I need these. Drove me right down to Nike Town, stood in the line. They had the grade school size, and then they had the adult size. So the police officer, she tried to get in. I said, where you going? You not about to butt me? She's like, I'm the police. I'm like, so? I'm like, you know how much these shoes worth? I'm like, later I'm about to lose my job trying to get these shoes. But, man, I have get in line, like, let me get that one and that one. She's like, you only can get one of each. I'm like, look, I need that one and that one. Okay? But, yeah, it's a crazy thing, especially with shoes, because we done got almost into a fight right here at 87 at Villa.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? These fat chicks don't know their sizes. You know, this is a whole real game. I'm like, she like, yeah, I'm in line. I said, no, you're not. You in your car. That's not the line.
He's so
Right.
fat, the jump man went from jumping to sitting on the bench on the side. of the 20-second timeout. Get out my door.
As everybody can see, Ant has already started.
And
He's already angry, and we're not even talking about sports this week. We are talking about shoes. And he already talking crazy. So, so we gonna move the thing. You know, it sound like everybody kind of hit on what kind of made them start collecting and all. I think a few of us didn't. I know I didn't. You know, going by what shoes would really made you start collecting that you seen that you was like, man, I gotta have them using it as a shorty, or you like, man, I had them, or I don't have them no more, and I still want them and all. So for me, it's when I seen them King Griffey Juniors, the first King Griffins. That was. When I had them,
I still got them in
yeah,
the crib.
you know, so, you know,
oh, snap, you gotta bring them out. He's so
Bring them out.
I'll bring I'll drop mine for everybody, you know what I'm saying? The original Griffies, you know what I'm saying? Mine a little dated now, they starting to turn a little yellow and all, but
okay.
I call that Fatima, man. That's just
yeah, you know. Yeah, but that was my shoe. I never forget that when they dropped, my auntie, I begged my auntie to get them shoes for me. She'd tell you. I never forget. She got them for me for Christmas. She like, boy, you ain't getting shit else for Christmas. That's it. They was like 170 or something like that. You know, back in the night, that was high for some shoes. Now that's normal, but back then. You know what I'm saying? So that was the shoe that really made me start collecting and all that. I mean, I hooped in Air Force Ones like anybody else did who grew up in the 90s playing basketball and stuff. So, but yeah, that shoe right there, that was it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me start collecting. What you got, Shaw?
Oh man.
He done put out the Griffies.
Now, I'll tell y'all why we call him the OG.
Yeah, man, look.
Because I'm telling you, he gonna pull out a shoe
like
that was literally the original. This is why we call him the OG.
Now, I'm going to say this. Jordan 3s are my favorites. But back in 1989, I used to see people. Yeah, I used to see people with the 3s, and I'm like, okay. And then I seen another pair that looked like them, but it wasn't. Yes.
Ooh,
Now, I got the last pair that came out, but these are the 99s right here. So they're not wearable anymore, but yeah.
Are they dry rotted or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I got this probably, I bought the shoe maybe 2005. I will not say how much I paid for them, because I'm not proud of that, but
No matter, you got them.
But I had them, and people were saying, because they ain't seen them in years, they was like, yo, because they was brand new. But this was, when I saw this shoe, I was like, my parents was like, we not getting you no Jordan. So this shoe right here, this made me want to get into, really get into sneakers. Because I seen the Jordan 1s, the 2s. My brother had a pair of 1s back in the 86 when we was little. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, I was like, yeah, that's it. Was
it from the Do the Right thing? Because that's what made me want them. Because he was like, oh,
it wasn't even that. It was because I went to school in Hyde Park, in grammar school. It was like damn near every other kid had Jordans. So, you know, I was like, everybody got them. You know, I don't want nothing that, you know. But when I saw those, I was like, and then the bread ones too, you know, I was just like, I fell in love with that shoe. So anytime they come out, I had to get a pair. So, yeah. That's that, though.
Well, what you got, co-host? What you got for us?
Okay, so I remember. Well, that shoe right there is the reason why my ex, he actually got them for me. I was like, I always talked about those 4s, and if anybody know me, I could do a clock now of 4s. But the shoe that really started hitting, like I've been collecting for 11 years straight. I would say, well, my best friend Ant. Angry man Ant, who been in the game for a minute. He stood in line. This is how you know you got a good best friend. Hey, they got the Kobe Bryant gumbos over there in your size 7. nigga, get them shoes. I will come and get them out your hand. Nikki, I ain't trying to hear. Get in line. The line was wrapped around. So, I got some heat up in here. But the Kobe Bryant Gumos, I don't think too many people got them.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think too many people got them. So he got these. So he stood in line for me. I was paid $80. These are now worth, because I only wear them once a year. And I didn't even like Kobe because my last name is Bryant. Because he I mean, I
No
like,
pun intended.
No pun intended. These came out, he felt them for me and stood in that line. I said, man, I made so many people mad. They glow in the dark and everything like this. This only come out once a year. Now that, he's deceased and everything, he's in the size 7 are worth like $600. So, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what make them so dope too? You know what make them so dope? Is the back of the shoe. Where you tore his Achilles at. That makes that shoe that dope. That's why that shoe was that high. Because he tore his Achilles and he made the shoe.
To me, I think
that was the dopest part about that shoe.
This was the best collection to me of the Kobe's besides the ones that came after that.
That and Do the Right Thing when they did that colorway.
Yes, the white and black.
Oh, the Black History Month joints too.
Crazy. What was it called? The
Crazy Eights.
Not Crazy Eights. That same Kobe, but the Kobe. That color with like Easter looking colors on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was dope.
Pastels.
I got his first ones at the crib. His first shoe.
That right there, those
Space
high
Boots?
top ones.
You're right. Oh, the Crazy Eights?
Yeah.
The one before that, I got that one too. I paid $80 for them. Brand new after about this 3 years ago.
I was
These
like,
brought all
this
his
nigga
shoes
shoes
back out.
What is that worth now?
Oh, I don't even know. I just got them sitting in the closet. I wore them twice and put them up, and I ain't even looked on it to see how much they were. I had
Put them bitches in some plastic and.
Cause look,
Still
look,
oxygen off them.
these boosted their shoes before I let y'all get back. They put the boost in these, so I bought them 3 years ago for like $80. People think they ugly, but when I was coming up,
Well, no, they are. Kobe,
Yeah, crazy.
no, Kobe had them on, so I won.
Well,
I would agree. They are.
respect the kid. He has some trash ass shoes.
Those are hideous.
Him and T-Mac. T-Mac for sure, if we gonna go with trash shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kobe shoes, both his Adidas shoes were atrocious.
yeah.
Like the Space Boots, the Crazy Eights.
My mother told me.
D-Wade, them Converse,
D-Wade
Yes,
was
they
trash,
was.
man.
Oh, yeah.
His
Glad you
G
brought up
jeans,
shit
the
like
Lee
that.
jeans,
You
them
got
trash.
this trash shoe. But Ron, what you got, man? Rollo, what you know what I'm saying?
I don't got no fly. I didn't know there was we was bringing shoes for show and tell.
Well, I mean, you already got
You already got some wrong, though.
I ain't know we had this show and tell shit going on.
Look, hey,
I done got one I got yesterday. I can't.
hey, I ain't gonna
They can't
lie.
live up to the fucking expectations y'all got in y'all bed. You got dry ride and you got fucking $600 shit.
Shit, what about when we went to the Air Max show? We had the Air Max party, which I hope they do it again this year because y'all all should go.
Promontory.
Man, it was
Yeah.
man, me and this guy. I thought I had some Air Maxes on. He had on some Marty McFly Air Maxes on. I was like, Jesus, be a fish. I took my foot up
I
off the
got the
foot.
Ralph look like.
Yeah, hey,
Them bitches hard, man.
I ain't warm since.
man, hey, look,
I don't even know the name of them.
yeah, because everybody else, you know what I'm saying, everybody had their little thing on. I'm like, okay, I got my little date on him. He got the
Cause that was the Weatherspoon year. Everybody like you had that shit. You had the Weatherspoons on. You
man, he killed it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
everybody at that party had
Yes.
them on.
Yes,
So
yes.
okay, tell us about them.
Tell us about them, Joe.
These just some little exclusive joints. Since you mentioned them, I brought them out the bag. But yeah, these they came out several years. They came, I want to say 2015, 2016 fall,
I'm sorry.
and then they did a special release when Sneaker App was just popping, Air Max Day back in March with these, and I was able to snag them. The quality on these joints is crazy. The velour, the air bubble in the sole. It's come with about 4 different pair of laces. You can even pop the tongue, switch the tongue on them joints if you want to put the waves on there, whatever. But super dope from VA to LA. But yeah. These, since you mentioned them, I just brought them out the
Did
bag.
y'all keep the fake humility though?
We got to pop it back.
It wasn't a sneaker for me. It was the fake humility. It was well, you know, I just kind of, you know,
I didn't think nobody would bring them up. I'm like, oh,
you know.
And that was a perfect transition into you go anyway with the shoe. So
So we, what was we at with it? The ones that got us started in it or whatever.
yeah.
Well, I already said the ones that got me started loving shoes. As far as collecting, I can't tell you what shoe. I just always loved shoes like that until I just started holding on to them. My fave, like one of the favorites coming up.
Look
as
at
a short,
this bag.
Hold on, show the bag though. Show the bag. Show the bag first, George.
Show the bag.
I was sitting up like,
Show the bag. We got the GQ bag. Look. He the only. Everybody else got gym bags.
Like a good dick, you come with that bag.
That bag right there. That's the bag.
Hey, it's the Grand Hills for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, since these released, they've been retro like several times, but I never got them because they wasn't to the original joints. The original joints had the patent leather around there. They've retroed these several times, but it was just leather. You know what I'm saying? These actually came out in 2021, his 25th anniversary. So it's got his signature inscribed on the patent leather. You know, these and the 11s was what was busting back in '96. These was direct competition.
Let me tell you, I didn't tell you what my shoe was. But this is how my shoe shit started.
Okay.
Concords came out in '96 around Christmas time.
Yep.
95.
95
That's
December.
all I wanted for Christmas. I say, Mom, they white, they got patent leather on them. They Nikes. You know you can't open your shoe till Christmas. I sent her to every Green Plaza. She go up there. She's excited. She thinks she did a good job. I open up the Christmas morning. It was this shit.
It was this.
But ain't nothing wrong with that.
At the time it was.
At the time it was.
Now, this is novelty. Back in 1996, you didn't want to go back to school because you Christmas breaking.
Yeah.
I didn't want to shoe with this shit on.
You didn't want no people back
come
then.
back to
They
school.
sold out, right? My mama called herself doing like a repeat job. I'm like, yo, they Nikes, they're patent leather, and they're white and black. She came back with them Air Force Ones that came out that year. Those patent leather white and black. Same shoe. I never got them until 2000 when some niggas 112 had them on in the video. And they had them on in the video.
Yeah.
Chris Cross had them 96. Chris Cross had them on in the video. Like, Mom, I need these shoes. Busta Rhymes had it in Woo-Ha.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, I need this shoe.
Martin had them
I had
on
some
too.
fucking
So you are exactly right. '96, it was the direct opposite. Me and my brother used to compete with shoes and shit. You know, he lived out in the suburbs. I lived in the city, but our father tried the best to do for the both of us. So honestly, yeah, I was into sports, but I was also into the music scene. All the rappers had these, so that's what I wanted.
Right.
He wanted the Concords. My father's flip-flop. I had the Concords. He had the black and silver ones, like these, the black patent leather with the black, white, and red. So we finna go pick up Tyrell. I bet. I'm in the backseat with my shoes, like, oh, I can't wait. He hopped in the car like, I wanted those. He was like, oh man, you got the Grand Hills. You good? I'm smiling like, but low key, I wanted these because all the rappers had them. Similar to your testimony.
They had good pebble leather on that. That was a really good shoe.
Yeah.
If you was a rough motherfucker on the shoes, go to dishwasher.
I remember I tore mine up after a while.
That the man had these joints on. Yeah.
It wasn't those. The other
No,
ones,
the two. No, he
had the one.
Tupac in his what video was that? Same hoe or whatever. Every other city week he had a video for that.
He did?
He had these on in that video. Bro, I'm telling you. Source magazines, the little interviews, everybody had a Nautica jacket on in these.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yes.
Very true.
So, Angry Man.
What you got over there?
What we got over there, Angry Man?
Hey, look, man, my favorite gym shoe of all time, I gotta pull them out. I probably got it. Is the Jordan 9. These the Barons. So everybody
the Baron Jordans.
Just trying
It's
to
couple,
have a
very
baseball career and all that. My mother never bought me any Jordans. Now, y'all older than me. My foot grew to like 11 before I even got to high school. My big cousin on my father's side, he was like, man, Angelo, what size you want? I'm like, what size level? He like, I got a pair of Jordans I just came out with one time. He come to the crib with these, the original color. I hate when people say the Space Jam mics. You watch the movie, he had these on in the movie too. It's just he practicing these and played against the Monsters in the Jordan 11s. Well, I put these shoes on, I never took them off. And this was in grammar school. This probably like 6th or 7th grade. These my favorite mics. Is the first mics I ever got. So anytime they come out in any colorway, I grab them.
Then we get them together?
Yup. Stood in line and got these. I got the matching jogger suit with the ball in the bat on them and the shirt. Like, this This the best.
Snap.
Yeah.
This
Snap.
it.
And he got chased home in there.
Better than this.
Tell him again, Ed. Tell him he got chased home in there.
He got chased over.
He got chased home. Popped out his Will Smiths and stuff and everything.
You couldn't tell me nothing when I put these on. I was like, damn, I got the lights on. She went down, but yeah. When I got this shoe the first time, that's it. You couldn't do no wrong in these, man.
That's how I am with the eights. Jordan Ace is my.
Got something specific for us, bro? Or
I have a little story.
okay.
Christmas 1998. I gave these Jason kids.
Ooh, the zooms
So
that
you talking about with the bubble on the side?
Yeah, get ready
Yes,
to come out.
sir. We was just talking about
Gray,
that.
and white, gray, and blue.
Yeah.
And so, so the whole thing was getting your new pair of sneakers, so you go back to school, with your new pair of sneakers, right? So I get a fucking check in 8th grade. I don't have a bank account. I don't have an ID. They give me a check for $100 for Christmas, and that's what I'm supposed to buy my darn shoes with. Like, how the hell am I supposed to do this, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's getting critical because now we get into New Year's and stuff fast, and that next day of school coming back, and my sneakers was already busted. You know what I'm saying? And so this is my cousin. Like, we literally grew up together, right? So he got his, so I'm looking like, yeah.
I had those though. I had some. I don't want to say this out. The guy he does not like. I had his that year.
Oh, the Pippin.
Oh, the Scottie
I don't
Pippins.
say it.
Oh no, we don't say that name. We're gonna say it intentionally today.
So as a matter of fact, the black and red ones were the Pippins, and the blue, white, and gray ones were the Jason Kids.
No, it's a different shoe. Different shoe.
It's a different shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought,
Yeah, Hiroshi has on.
okay. So by the time I get these darn shoes, go to the park, right? And we're gonna play some basketball. So I got my old sneakers on, but I got these sitting on the side. I got them displayed and shit. I'm, spitting on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we get the hooping, right? We get the hooping and like the old sneakers. And this dude that was up there, right? He wasn't like bigger than me or nothing, but he was the kind of nigga that would like shoot, right? Like you might beat him up, but he had a gun. We was 12, right? So nigga threw my shoe in the garbage, right? He took my Jason Kidd. Yeah. Shot that motherfucker, threw it in the garbage, and I was like, man, stop. I'll tell. Myself, that just goes to show you like how important your fucking shit is to you at that time, boy.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to risk it all for these motherfuckers.
Cause you ain't help him out?
Side note, that was my homie too, so that's how I did help him out.
Yeah.
Man, he didn't even know him at that. That's like the first time you ever met Snake.
Oh, and by the way, like after that, he was the best of damn friends.
That's
He was like a neighborhood bully that was little.
yeah.
He was like the nigga, like Gary Coleman on that episode of Martin and shit.
Oh,
Like, you heard his name, but when you see it, you be like, oh, this nigga y'all
yeah.
Nigga was all of 5'4",
100 and nothing.
dark skin with the little caps on his teeth and shit. He had bad little baddies at the cap on his teeth. He had that shit. I thought he was gonna tell like a small 1 minute story. This nigga got a pair of 12, the black and red ones. This is back in the day when you didn't have no money. Like you had to go to Evergreen Plaza. You either go to Coda or JW, 2 for 30.
By the way, I was going to say, do y'all remember that? Codes and JWs and 2 for 30?
Yeah.
You colored ass jeans. Got some bitches one time.
Oh,
Green with the belt with the hammer loop on the side of the pants. Yeah.
Right next to Oak Tree.
Yes, that's the Oak Tree.
Yes.
You went to Oak Tree when you had like an assembly. You know what I'm saying?
A fresh white shirt.
He only had one pair of shoes, right? So he had to wear them fucking Jordans with all these fucking last color outfits.
They were the black and red 12.
Playoffs.
Slew gang.
Yeah, and I had it was literally my birthday. I had a fucking cream sweater, nigga, and some cream jeans. And I rocked that shit with some black and red Jordans at school, bro.
That might be fine today. That's
tell me
it.
so. Niggas can tell you.
Today it was called Off-White.
Right. Right.
Hey, he wrote us cream, nigga.
Whoa,
Y'all
my goodness.
wild, man. So
Hey,
moving
that's
right
good.
along, man. That was a funny story.
Yes.
Y'all
Oh,
wild
my
for this. So moving right along, we're gonna go with this the second pair. I don't know if it might be like y'all's, man. Y'all got all the good stuff, man.
Look at the phones he got on.
First of all, he bought a
Right.
whole traveling AAU
Bag.
I did.
Is it?
I couldn't have my rifle in it.
Bag, duffel bag.
So he got 3.
As y'all see how my bag is, I mean, this box is beat up now. But if anybody know the history of this shoe, this was originally Scottie Pippen's shoe. And so,
He about to get us kicked off the show.
yeah. Shout out to Jimmy because he gonna hate all of us after this. But this was originally Scottie Pippen's shoe, but he turned it down because he's an idiot. So, but yeah, these would be the pennies.
Ooh, I got them
The
at
first
the
pennies, the original joints. These also actually been retro. But yeah, this Penny Hardaway is one of my favorite players growing up, and now you can see the 1 cent underneath the bottom of it. And yeah, you know,
Hey man,
Penny was the man. So
Penny had $200 sneakers in '93.
these are still
That's true.
$250 now.
Cool.
This shoe
Yeah, them always
costs
been
these.
$200.
The foam posits cost more than any Jordan or any other shoe still to this day.
Exactly.
Always have.
Remember Little Penny?
But
Matter of fact, you could get them on the first day of school. Well, then the next year nobody say shit. Because for $200, that's 2 school years.
yeah,
I was like, yeah, he paid $200 for that, though.
yeah.
Man, what you got, Donovan? What you got? We're gonna say Don sneakers.
What am I pulling?
You know.
OG sneaks.
I'm trying to get a peek in
This
the
is
bag.
true.
He got some heat.
This is something different. I mean, I'm an Air Force One guy. This is 2006. This is a Houston All-Star, friends and family only. This has never hit the stores. And it's what they call a hyper strike. So yeah, it got the swooshes 3M. But I just like Air Force Ones, but I couldn't pick one to bring out, so I just brought these out. It's the swoosh in the back, that's 3M. Clear bottom with the space shuttle on it. You see the sole is kind of yellow. And
State of Texas?
yeah,
What's that, the George Bush 7s?
something like that. Yeah, he was in office back then, so yeah. But yeah, you know, all leather on the inside, so you know, it's a shoe I like. You know, so,
Yo, that's what it's about.
Like box shit.
You like
Like box shit.
what you got, Nick?
Man, so 2000, I think it's 2016, they came out with these. I'm gonna actually do what Ralph did, but I'm gonna hit them with the Olympic,
Oh yeah,
the Olympic phones. You know what I'm
Them the
saying?
only phones I ain't
Yeah.
got.
So my job actually paid for these. I was doing so much overtime. They was like, man, you know, we're gonna cut off your pay. And just
Also
give
known
you.
as drug dealer.
Yeah. So a lot of my employees were, when I was at DHL, a lot of my employees would like throw the shoes over the gate when they was working. I used to get all my shoes early, so
You had people hitting the freights.
I definitely did. They was hitting that like one dude found a box of Jordans that nobody paid attention to. Sold them, had about
He
$30,000.
didn't find them, he stole them.
Yeah.
He didn't have to say it to feel better about it.
Walking down the street like, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about hitting freights and all that? I remember me and my friends, when we shorties and all that, we hit the freights right here up on 87. And the first shoe we got off there was, remember the Michael Finley team Jordan?
Yeah.
When they came through that with them and the Van Bakers, them the first ones we got up off of there.
What? I would never think Ralph would be above that line.
You just don't know.
No, right?
You just don't know.
Oh, George will tell you we ain't did.
Man.
We can't say that on camera.
This came with a book bag and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? And my job paid for these. They was giving me out gift cards, so I was just cashing them out from Nike. And I was like, you know, and I still don't see too many people with these. Like, I got a lot of phones that, like Ralph said, phones are expensive. That is an expensive collection and everything like that. So these only come out, like, very seldom with the rest of the phones that I have. But I think this was, like, an exclusive shoe, especially with the book bag that went with it and everything like that. So, and then I'm a size 7. So, and they still $200 for me in the size 7.
$250 for men's.
and it's a durable shoe too.
Them is some.
Man, I already know, Raul, you got a story about some exclusive.
I
Hold on, but let us tell everybody, tell him to lift his foot up. He talking about he ain't bring no shoes with him. Show his shoe that he got on his foot.
He said, "Oh, this
Shit came out yesterday, man. This is okay.
He don't downplay the Yeezys, and we in Chicago. You don't downplay the
Well, I
Yeezys.
just scrolled down my Facebook timeline.
Come on.
Everybody complaining about
Everybody
not getting-
complaining about them, bro.
about not
I didn't even want these in general. Like, when
Call Kanye.
I got these because I was on Instagram yesterday and I saw that Leaders had dropped that K-Swiss. So I was like, yo, I know he worked downtown in the area. I was like, yo, can you run over to Leaders right quick and grab that shoe for me? He's like, yeah. Then I had him in the background talking to Diego. They talking about some other shit. I heard him say blue and black. I'm niggas talking about the Yeezys. I said, what you know what they're buying, bro? He said, hey, you got the Yeezys. How much? What'd you say, $250? First he price gouge, because you know how you gonna be a store selling regular retail shit for $250? Them shoes are $230 on Adidas.com. We gonna talk about the Diego.
Shout out to Diego, leader.
But he had, I remember he was buying these. Like a box better than the shoe.
Yeah.
That's crazy. True. So, you over there, I don't know which camera you on, nigga.
You got to pick one.
Smell like paint, like they paint these bitches at the store they sell. Smell like shoe polish. But I like the picture of them, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with these. So I sent him to go get me these. And they still have my size, but even like posted selling out, what was like the deal going on up there?
No, they had quite a few, but they were packaging them and sending them out. I just couldn't believe that people were buying K-Swiss. Because
He just disrespected you in the
That was a low-key shot. That was a low-key shot he threw at you, though.
I wouldn't have been first pair ever in life.
Wait.
I done had some soccer moves, nigga, but I ain't never had no case.
I am of the age
Walk back out the door.
where I'm of the age before there was a thought you were a runner.
Definitely.
Okay.
If you had those on,
When
you
you
was
was
known as a
When you
buster.
would go. That is when
Easy.
that is you go into the rink of the route.
Yes, sir.
They were
My
$55.
stomach right.
They were gonna last a week if you washed them well. And like now, like so just logically speaking, right? Like I couldn't wrap my mind around it, but they was going out the door. Like,
You ain't want to ask for him like, hey, bro, you got the.
yeah.
The New York version.
Hey, bro, you got the Buster 4K Swisses?
Yes.
Call him over to
Yes.
you.
Right.
Hey, how can I help you? Hey, come here for me. Let me holler at you, bro.
You got the bust down settings.
Right.
This is one of those shoes. I like this
In New
shit.
York, they call
But I'm
it
not
Bob.
sure if I'd have bought it if I was there in person.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
craftsmanship is just not there. It's like, whatever they painted this with is all on the sides of the shoes, all at the bottom. It's like, I like the concept, I like the colors,
Right.
and the picture was amazing, but the product. This is like getting that bag of weed that you think about to find with all the weed symbols all on it and shit, the fat dub, and you're getting this already.
I'm sorry, that shoe looked like what your grandma would wear when she at the church. When she take her shoes off and put her sneakers on, like
You talking about them old
painted the sides.
90s grandma shoes they put on when they feeling athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit all over.
Still
Oh my
You know, he's kind of like some Adidas.
You can smell the paint. Like, they paint the pictures in the back and sold them to me. Like, there was another shoe.
I beat kids in the sanctuary seconds.
Oh man. Like a little British knife.
It definitely smelled like it was painted.
You should call it a British night.
Probably
You
British
don't call
knife.
these the K-Swiss paints.
Oh my god.
Speaking of, y'all remember the MC Hammer British?
I have it.
Oh man.
Have it. And fuck them up because I kept doing like this and shit. And tried to have them and the Michael Jackson Air Force One. I mean,
No, the LA Gear. Really?
And the Michael Jackson LA Gear. So up trying to actually do dance moves.
So I just found out about that whole collab on his Bad 25 documentary last year. Didn't even know there was a thing.
I only had one pair of LA Gears, and they was Kim Olajuwon's.
I had a black and red pair. They were like an
I don't even
infrared
remember the
pair.
pair I had.
I did.
Remember
Me and
the
my
light up,
sister
that's
had
it.
some.
They had a little clip that could pull a little light out the back.
Yeah, yep, sure did. Changed my father was cheap as fuck. I wanted and I'm gonna send it to him. He gonna see this. He gonna be mad, but whatever. Them was the cheapest shoe, but they were like cheap in quality and cheap in price. So when they wasn't lighting up no more, I'm like, all right, cool, we finna get another pair. What he do? We at Walgreens buying a fucking battery to change, like you said, to pull it.
Oh, you want to motherfuckers in the rain?
And then
Oh.
no, they just.
My shit I got for Christmas.
He said he bought a battery.
He gonna laugh. He gonna laugh because he know I ain't lying. We at
Oh, my
Walgreens, bro. And I'm talking about he get home, yeah, bring me your shoes. Pull the insole out, put the battery in there. There you go.
It had a little flat battery.
Yeah,
watch
man,
battery.
like what?
I do that shit too.
I want to toss
I'm
them bitches.
sorry. Hey, shout out to your pops because he cared. Mine is- if they like they're not good players.
Bro.
Hey.
I just knew. Matter of fact, I couldn't wait for them batteries to go out. Bad. Oh yeah, they did. They ain't really lighting up like that no more. Yeah.
Nigga went short circuit on your ass.
Bro.
I was flying.
My sister riding her bike just lighting up. Just I'm like, bro, I can't get with this. Give me something
They
else.
had some bootleg ones too though, like
Like
that literally just had like a motherfucking like them lights like a reflector.
Yeah.
When you walk.
They used to sell
Hey, let me tell you about that. Man, God rest her soul. My grandmother, she was so bogus. She bought me the exact pair of fours like that. I said, "You sending me back to school with them?" I was so determined. It had the Nike on the back. I took a marker, wrote the Nike on there, cuffed it down on the shoes so nobody would see it. It was raining that day. I had to wear it.
You had to, boy.
Yes.
I was like, yo, what y'all core at?
Hey.
Obviously, you don't want me to succeed in life.
I wore them to school. They started the market started to come off. Boy, I'll never forget these cats I went to grammar school with. They on my Facebook page. You see, I got shoes now, bitch. She was like, "Oh my God, your little XJ900s is up there." And I was like, and to this day, I was like, man, when I got those fours, I cried. I said, man, you know how much humility that happened from 4th to 8th grade? They still talk.
I don't have kids, right? But if I did and I was gonna be on that, they gotta go to like a Muslim school, man. Like I'm not gonna send you the regular ass private fucking school talking about some expecting other kids to not hit you. Nigga, like they don't understand real life at 8, nigga. You getting cooked.
Right.
You get
better cook story.
I was gonna say, what you got, George? I know you want to
Since y'all was doing like some little exclusive joints.
Man, that bag is
bag.
expensive.
I didn't think too hard
that
about it.
sexy ass overnight bag. You probably got a golden toothbrush in there like
I
I'm
just
just gonna
bought the Cactus Jacks, the fragment joints.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Saw them bitches on round 2, they were 2200.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang.
Sound like he ain't leaving today with them.
Shit, try me. Yeah, man. You know, I'm not even into the hype and all the off-white shit. Like, I thought these was cool. Like, the mocha ones I wasn't vibing with. Like, I've seen people literally go crazy for these. I had an opportunity. I just copped them. I grabbed them, man. I got so many offers on them. Bro, how much you want for them? I done been to high school basketball games, North Shore, and the white kids is like, yeah, so how much you want for those? Like, casually as hell. I'm like, yeah. Huh? What you say, bro? Yeah, how much you want? Cash app you? Like,
That's a late model shit right
I'm
there.
cool, bro. Really do like for real. How much do you want? Like $2,000? Like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Like, they dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
but it's not even to wear to have. This is like a grill for a reseller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like why I grabbed it, just to piss motherfuckers off. Like, you wearing those? Yeah. And like you described, the box with these, the whole production is dope. 2 pair the little paper over, one is pink, one is white, 4 pair of laces, got a plastic sleeve that go over the box. Like, the production was dope on them, man. You know, but yeah, I got other heat too, but like I said, we was limited, so I just grabbed these real quick.
So I just got a question. What the fuck high school game was you at when motherfuckers a kid just had $2,000? Brownies?
Glenbrook, yeah,
I'm
I
about
was
to say.
actually. No, I was
Brownies?
just there.
That was it.
Yeah.
You said North Shore. I already knew. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to
They was just
say.
at, what's the Paul Stadium? Wintrust. My little cousin.
Brownie James in there, yeah, like that.
Glenbrook South. Hey, them kids got it up there.
Like Pop State had a money.
Right.
They're like, yeah, send me $2,000. Let me get that.
He literally, he was dead serious, like a shorty trying to negotiate with me, but his parents was on the other side. He was like, yeah, like how much? Like seriously, how much do you want? I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like appreciate it. Yeah, he's 5, but nah, bro, I'm gonna keep him.
Alright, fuck, I walked out in some socks.
Definitely. What you got, Ant?
Alright, man. All y'all, he had some K-Swiss. The rest of y'all had Nike. I'm a big Derrick Rose fan. I'm from Inglewood. I grew up over there, not too far from the block or whatever. So these I borrowed right around Easter time, probably.
Ooh, snap!
Socks too?
Oh, you got the socks? Oh, I'm good. I thought them shoe
his
strings.
first shoes, you know, he was playing real good, wasn't hurt, it was all good, but these came out around Easter, they was $250. I just had to have it because all his early shoes before he got hurt, I was bad because he from Inglewood, I'm from the shop, I got a support bro. I'm like, damn, they some Adidas, so I see the commercial, I'm like, dang, I go there, it's Easter, and they got these with the shirt, the shorts, the socks, man, I just cashed out, I just gave him like $300. My buddy, shout out to Baki, he on my Facebook. Baki was working at the Adidas store and he slid him to the side from me. He's working at the one in the water tower before they did the renovation and shit. I grabbed them. I think I wore these shoes probably like one time. These my exclusive. I ain't seen nobody else with them on. When I went on StockX and tried to look them up, they ain't even have them. So I was just like, damn, these the most exclusive I got. I know his shoes kind of went down, but all his early shoes probably like the first four pairs. They up there. So these my exclusives.
That's a colorway is crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, colorway is crazy.
Ralph, what you got for us, my boy? Oh no, bro. Yeah.
Oh no.
He said,
Yes, I got stories
just
to
take your easy,
Take
y'all.
it easy,
Oh,
y'all.
So yeah, not because I'm a sneakerhead, but because they comfortable.
Yeah.
I do a fucking job that requires me to wear steel-toe shoes.
Right.
And yeah, well, this is like wearing a sock outside. And bitches like them.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'd have a $275 sock on if they didn't.
Kanye West approved.
Niggas say, I don't drink Alizé, but bitches.
But bitches.
The editing process is going to be hilarious.
Oh, this one gonna be fun.
So,
Alright, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sonny Vicario, how you pronounce his name. You know, if it wasn't for him, you know, a lot of us wouldn't have these shoes that we got nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It was him that, you know, pretty much told Nike, like, man, y'all better get that man that money. It was $500,000 back in 1983 for him to sign with Nike, because we all know Jordan was going to Adidas.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, sneakerheads, you know, we all could be sitting up here with a bunch of Adidas on, but
shell toes.
it's some shell toes and all that, some Magic Johnson birds. I mean, no, actually, them Converse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this ain't the breed ones like everybody think they might be. It's another pair.
These are bands.
So these it's the gold toes.
Okay.
No, they're not the top threes, but these the gold
No,
toes.
those are All-Star from 2016. All-Star from 2015 to 2016. One or the other.
I'll let George tell y'all exactly.
Yeah.
Never worn, huh?
Yeah, never worn.
How do you resist?
I never want to wear them. I know what it took for me to
You
get
ever bought some
these.
shoes where you bound because of the shoe, but you don't want to put your foot up?
Yeah, so I my foot has never been inside of these. These are brand new still since the day I bought them. I know how much shit I went through to get them. They probably still never see the light of day either besides today. But yeah, and I'm still looking for the top three, so somebody shout me out.
Yeah, that's
to a real
Top
sneaker ball.
And I was gonna wear these to a sneaker
shit.
ball one day, but I was
Yeah.
like, nah, and I'm glad I didn't because I seen everybody and mama with the top threes on that day. So I was like, ah,
would've
cool.
shit
So,
up still.
but yeah, but you know,
Hey man, I just seen some sneaker balls, bro.
yeah.
Black shit, bro.
Yeah,
You have two.
God.
Even for me, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know much about this shit, but I know that ain't right.
You know what I be saying? If you get the bitches across the street at the factory store, you don't need to wear them bitches to the Super Bowl.
Motherfucking factory selling sneaker balls, boy, and not even like in the aisle. It's about that back wall.
Nothing exclusive, you know.
That's what
Everybody
they
said
get,
like
technically.
about.
When you go over there, you want those one-of-ones over there.
M's at.
Yeah.
That's the day. That's when quit Nike working over there.
Yeah, so that was my shoe. Shout out to Sonny Vicario, because you know what I'm saying, Nike got on with Phil Knight because of him. So
That's 30 for 30 on Blu-ray.
yes,
You
sir.
gotta watch that
Yes,
tonight.
sir.
Okay.
Shout out that 30 for 32 is pretty dope. If you really into shoes,
Yeah.
watch that. I'm telling you, that is one of the coldest kick, sneaker, fire, 30
Documentaries.
for 30 documentaries that you could ever watch.
That's
It
right.
show you how things came about.
You see the other one they did with Sneaker.
And the one with Phil Knight too.
With Tinker. The one with Tinker. It's on Netflix. It's called Souls or something.
Yeah, I seen that one too.
that.
That was dope too. Yeah, that one dope too. Yeah,
So
So-
yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's called Soul.
different series of different people.
Yeah, it's been out for a few
Yeah,
years.
that's dope. It's been out for a
I'm gonna
while.
watch it.
Yeah.
I got some Tinker joints.
And he was like a real cool. He got like a surfboard and shit on top of his old ass van. Just driving around, living the life. Like, who's Tinker?
Yep. So, OG, what you got for your final shoe, bro?
Man, okay.
Oh, actually got two. I got, but I'm gonna pick this one.
No, take
You got two. You got the two.
Bring the book out there since you got it.
take the two.
This is a shoe that it came back out a few years ago. I'm an Air Max guy. Atmos.
Oh!
Air Max 1.
Air Max 1. These are Atmos joints.
Yeah.
I love this
Oh, my
fucking
God.
shoe.
You know
I never
what we
sell
I
it.
like Air More. I
I mean, we
like
trying to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, them
And
definitely
it's
hard to come out.
self-explanatory, yeah.
Them drop them bike shoes.
Yeah.
I got these.
Oh!
I got these at Flight Club in New
I can
York.
smell it.
Okay.
I
And,
can smell the skunk through there.
Yeah. I came back and they was waiting for me in the mail. So
The potholes
De
in
La
my
Highs, originals.
Yeah.
They only retro them in the low. So
Yes.
yeah,
You
and
snap.
I only wore them a few times. So
Dang.
Hey,
right here.
It's a wrap.
Hey, I can tell you these have dropped the ball because our editor, Tim, just is over there shaking his head. And he don't never shake his head. So, yeah, I mean, give my man a little round of applause. Because Tim don't never get happy. And I just saw him smile and do like this. So, yeah, I know he got a...
Right.
Because that's the with those sneakers, you like, man. Like, I got the white and yellow ones. But this here, them,
And y'all know the past year and a half, 2 years, everybody want to wear Jordan 1s and Dunks.
Yeah.
Nobody was wearing them years ago.
I agree.
So I'm like, okay, I'm tired of seeing this, so I had to bust these out. You know,
Jordan 1s have definitely become
Yeah.
overly hyped in the
Big
last
time.
5
Yeah.
years. So,
yeah, so that's what I got. So
that's what's up.
Jordan is overly hyped. Continue.
But you know what? It took for Jordan to make what we call sneaker game now. Anyway, bro.
exactly.
Because
question.
Nikes when they came out, they were running shoes. Phil Knight was a track star.
Yeah.
So Nikes were completely running shoes. Remember, the game was Converse and Adidas back in the day.
The Nike
Before
Waffles.
Nike came out, it was a wrap.
I don't want to get too macro or too deep, but I would say we are what created the.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
We create all things, all trends.
Like for him to say that some kid,
Definitely.
where the hell, wherever he was on it, like that's because that must be what they do in the places I can't go, right? In the places I can't go.
Sure.
So because they do, that must be what they do. So it must be exclusive for me to do it over here.
Definitely.
Like they pay literally for your swag.
That's
True.
just like
You're
hip hop,
not
it's the
lying,
same.
bro.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. You
Because
ain't
it
never
all
lied
goes
about
hand
that.
in hand.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It definitely
Hand in
goes
hand. That's what's up.
What you got?
What you got?
Oh man, so he already kind of,
I see something. Yeah.
Wait, look, he
Yeah,
killed.
I
see-
Hey, I see one in her bag right now.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's on your feet?
So-
Those are hard. So
I
yeah.
sold these at Nike Factory, I think, for $60, and
Oh, that's
like,
a come up.
nobody.
Yeah, those
look,
are-
I would call these the Crayola rocks because it's hard to stay in the lines. So I only wear these when I feel like it. But
I'm gonna tell you what she really did. She was painting one day, and that's how
but these
Shattered back
Shout
boards.
back boards.
So these are the Shattered Back Boys 2.0. I believe everybody in the room. I think we all text each other. I think I text and I text our editor. We always hit Ron. You know somebody. If you work it, like I've never worked in a shoe spot, so if you do like become a plug with somebody, then you be like, man, look, how much for those? So I bought these about 2 years ago. We was delivering. I was a BC for FedEx. And I used to know when the shoes came in. So I didn't know my people were stealing.
Damn.
But like, what was that? All-Star weekends. All those exclusive double boxes was coming in.
Just dry snitch?
I definitely did. Fuck it. Hey, you had to work it.
It wasn't me, but I know who stole your PlayStation 5.
It was supposed to be sitting with that video with a little blur on it.
So
Gotta-
if you look these up, like these wasn't, there was no retail. Retail on here was still amazingly high, even for me in the size 7. I did pay that bread for these. I paid it because it was my birthday. I was like, I got some bread. I done hit, a couple Buap fams. I paid $3. These are now worth what, $1,100 easy. I wore them one time to my best friend's memorial and everything like that. These would never come back out. You know what I'm saying? So for all of us, like, you know what I'm saying, this, we know what this meant, but man, it ain't compared to what he just pulled out. But for a female to be in some type of sneaker game, I think these are kind of You know what I'm saying? Even damn, he still messed me up though. He messed me up and put them back. Hey babies, you gotta talk to me. You ain't got no kids, you talk to your shoes. You be like this, look, mama gonna put y'all back in there real quick. But Rollo, when I first met you, you had on the Flint 13. And your hat still didn't move. I said, how he got the
I'm gonna
Flint?
start calling you T.I.
Hey, since his hat don't move, I gotta shout out my boy Pimpin'. Like, Jimmy know who I'm talking about. Everybody who work at the job with us, y'all know who I'm talking about. That boy hat never moved. Damn, you know I'm talking about OG. Yeah. The hat boy hat never moves off his head. I ain't seen him with his head out the window going 80 miles per hour, and that hat never moves. Shout out Pimpin' for that, because I don't know how the hell they do that shit.
Man, his head ain't moved in 11 years.
Look at that. I ain't gonna talk about no shoe.
Challenge motherfucker in
I got it too. I got a little bit, I got a little bit up there. It's coming. But it been like that for. Oh, Jimmy like that too, though.
I ain't got no line. It ain't that a bitch. You laughing real hard. Look.
Hey, look, I'm getting a little nervous right here. I ain't think I see him. I got the bounce. I see you.
Yeah, I got a little bit, but I'm over it, man.
Yeah, look.
Y'all got what? Man, Rollo, what you got? Because I'm saying y'all was me.
Fuck the shoe right now. I ain't got no shoe with me because y'all done brought all y'all heat. Y'all ain't give me no the 911. Tim just text me like, yo, meet me at the barbershop. Right.
Pull up. That's not true.
We're talking about shoes. You say bring those shoes. You said, and I clicked on the little link that you sent me. I'm like, okay, y'all got shoes. I know we bringing bags of shoes.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck you first and foremost, Kanye.
You make me do this shit.
But no, like we with the hat, G. It's like, I think I've cultured the hat, G.
You did.
Look here. Every job I've worked, I wear the hat. Against all, talk about the Nike shit, G. Protocol at Nike is you got to wear the uniform. You cannot wear anything that's not Nike. I walk around on the fourth floor of the whole store with a fucking Sox hat on or Yankees hat back in the day. Even got me some trim with the Yankees hat. You know what I'm saying?
Even got me some trim off the Nike.
It's going to be edited for me.
But no shoe, but D-Wade got a sock company.
Yeah.
Stance.
Yeah.
These are. I just grabbed these off his website.
Yeah.
They got the Iverson Slam joints.
I did not know that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't either. That's it. I didn't either.
NBA, they was making the NBA socks up until Nike switched the contract
Yup.
over. So
Yeah.
It's D-Wade's company.
Yeah. Nike came in. Let me get that. The Stans was making them socks for a minute.
Nice.
Yeah. And they make some nice socks. Yeah. That's what's up.
They can go with any shoe.
Yes,
they make the hardest shoe comfortable.
Yes.
Especially
Stans got a whole bunch of, especially even some.
That's like a high-end elite sock with the cushion. With the cushion. Yeah. No.
That's
That's dope.
Yeah. What you got, George?
All right. Shit, you said what mean the most or whatever. Everybody knows stories.
Sexy ass bag.
Every time.
As a matter of fact, every time it's his turn, you gotta know that sexy ass bag.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Breed 11.
City
Class.
of Chicago can't relate. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people got killed off of them.
Yeah, Concourse was a
Sad.
hit, but when these dropped, set the city on fire. Period.
Literally.
Set the city on fire. So I don't care how many times these re-retro. This is my second pair. I got another pair, and I ain't even clean them. But I just got them back in December across the street. In December, at the Nike outlet right here.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks in a row, every Friday they put out a size run. They didn't tell anybody. I got a couple of homies over there. It was like, bro, we putting out the bread 11s on Friday. Came in there, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna make it. Like, don't trip, bro, because we got enough to go around. We're going to release them every Friday up until Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Went in there at 11:30, right when they opened. The line was crazy. The security and one of the managers come out with a dolly, $2 full. He backed everybody up, moved back. Literally, it was like on some, I either thought somebody was going to get robbed or they was finna hit a lick in that bitch, because it's literally 11:30 and everybody just kind of diddly-dallying at the, looking over at everybody like, all right, when they gonna bring? And I didn't catch on. I just ran. I'm thinking they out already. Literally, when that back door opened up, everybody swarmed to the rack, and I'm like, oh, this why it's about to happen now.
They didn't put up behind the register?
No, literally,
That's
security stood up, and the manager, he said, back up, don't nobody reach in and grab nothing. Loaded them off the dolly. He said, wait till we move out the way. Do not knock us over. My arms was long, like literally that's the rack right there. It's like a little t-shirt rack right here. I literally reached over, grabbed my 12, hopped right in line. Just that simple. As he was putting them out, I was counting them. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, he got 4 12, so I should be good. And there was some resellers in there trying to hurry up and monopolize. She stopped them in line. You know you can only get 1 per customer. Oh, what the fuck? Everybody. They got out of line, I came right on up. I got my 1, let me go ahead. So yeah, these, and then real quick.
Oh, snap.
Some simple shit. I brought these for Jimmy.
Man, okay.
I love
the air
raid.
I love Retro 8s. After they were so successful, Nike asked Tinker to make another shoe. They wanted some outdoor hooping shoes. This is what he came up with off the strength of the straps from the 8s. That's why on the back it say outdoor only. 1992, you know, and then if y'all remember the commercial with Spike Lee and Tim Hardaway.
Yep,
classic. And then the Urban Jungle Gems with the multicolors. I had those as a shorty too.
Got them.
Had them. Them was hand-me-down though. I ain't gonna cap. My cousin gave me them, and I thought them was the coldest ones. Had all the colors in here.
I won a pair on eBay and the dude canceled. It was
Really?
about 10 years ago. Yeah, I was pissed. Yeah.
Really?
40s today, they in the trunk.
Yeah. Love them joints.
Yeah.
So what we got, Ant?
What you got, Ant?
I got to piggyback off him. I got the same shoe he got. I just got the 72 and 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
To me, this is the greatest gym shoe ever. That's just my personal opinion. I got these shoes right across the street. It's like 2017. I gotta be at work downtown. Nikki like, hey, go to the 87. They got
72 and 10s was 15. 2015.
I'm standing in the long line. I'm up hours. It's freezing.
2015.
Don't get the damn shoe. They sold all of them. I'm calling Nikki. I'm like, man, fuck all this shit.
No, we was in line together.
I'm mad, right? Nikki called me. I'm on the train going to work downtown. Nikki like, hey, look, I can get them, but you're gonna have to pay a real grip for them. Like, how much? He like, man, you want $400? I'm like, say less. I gotta have it. Because the story on it, the other previous 2 or 3 Christmas before that, me and Nikki couldn't get no levels because we was clocking them hours. By the time we go to the store, all the sizes going. We downtown, out west, up north, couldn't get them. These the only pair of Jordan levels I got walking up in the store without just ordering them offline. So it's definitely a big deal. I paid full for them, but it was definitely worth it. I wear these shoes probably one time a year. Because it's so hard to go to the store and get your hands on them. And Nikki got, she like, man, look, he charging $400, and that was it. So yeah, these are the 72 and 10s. It's probably to me the best gym shoe. I mean, every time I go anywhere, travel, it's somebody that got these shoes. Not the specific shoe I got, but just the silhouette. Period. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say
something about that. I think
shoe on.
Hey, cut the camera off. Cut the camera off.
Hey, so I'm gonna say something because I believe that was the year I think we got about 11 pair of shoes for everybody. So they would send me money, and people I would work with, they like, man, I know you can get the shoes. I was like, cool, everybody need to send me their money. We walked right out of that villa. And I made sure I paid everybody on the table because I knew everybody. I said, man, we walked out there with a full run size from kids, baby size to grown people. He was like, Nikki, I need a pair. I said, you need to send me your money now or whatever. My man's pulled up. He bought so many pairs of shoes. His name is Kick Up. He's also another reseller of shoes. Pulled right here like, Nikki, I got you. And I grabbed Anthony's shoes. So I think what we all come to grips with is about, it's a connection. It's
network.
The network, the plug. We don't want to shut a plug, but then you got some fake sneaker people out here too. You know, we ain't gonna call y'all out, you know, because we gotta pull the sole out, check the number, check the tag. Now it's like so many
threads.
right? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tim. He know about the numbers in the tag. If y'all need any, want to know if they some fakers or some real, shout out to Tim.
That's him and Rollo. They the exclusive real OG Nike heads. They let you know. No, don't put them on the feet. You know how I'm talking fast.
You smelling the motherfuckers and shit.
Man, see, that's real
These
sneaker.
smell like China, nigga. They made in China, but these is China, nigga.
Yeah, real sneaker people. We smell the shoe. We take that sole out. We checking the weight on it. You know what I'm saying? You check the number on it. You like, hold on, this. Yeah, hello.
Speaking of, so the most recent, easiest way to tell a fake, the Jordan 1s, because those are the easiest. Everybody copping Jordan 1s. if you can fold them bitches in half and the toe touch this one kid cracked a joke, call them boneless ones. But they selling them like that. They look good. Don't get me wrong. They look good. You be like, damn, them heat. Like you said, they light as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The quality, and he literally was like, look at this shit. They was smacking each other. He kept making this little sound. I'm like, bro. He was like, gee, if I catch y'all out here with these bitches, I was like, damn.
Man.
I'm gonna y'all have it when they was selling the fakers when I was in high school. We at the beach. We up Rainbow. You know this high school. We over there. Dude, get on this July scorching hot. He got They used to when I was in high school. The fake shoes used to be the 6s or the 7s, right? They have them in all colors or whatever. Depending on how the shoe come in the Nike box, if it got that little thing with all the Jordans, that's how you know it was real.
Oh, the retro card.
Yeah, retro card.
Yep.
He get on the beach up there while the shoe start melting.
You lying, bro.
And you know, all right, look. Anybody know me back then? I'm an ignorant fool. All right, NC walked up, we got right to him. Down to the gas, come on. We just looking down the shoe melted. Now, imagine I told you back when I was in high school, 6s and 7s, they got them in all colors. He just should get the melted. You walk off the beach, he get the walk, you get to the parking lot, if you going, you know what I'm saying, off the lake, and you just hear the paint just on the ground, he just got the melting.
Oh, that's too hot.
That's dirty.
That's
That's throwback right there.
You gotta check your sneakers like a kid don't you?
Hey,
It's that, yeah.
hey, it's real. Because
It's $1 billion.
you gotta call your friend like a person. Remember I was on the phone. Somebody called me off of Instagram. A guy used to work for me. They used to get the shoes from me at the airport, throw them across. He was like, man, Nick, I'm coming up on you. I said, I don't think so. So he's like, yeah, I got these. I said, man, put all the guy on the phone. The other guy, there's another collecting the plug. He like, man, Nikki, I hate to tell him, but they fake. I'm like, they fake? Why you call me with these fake Jordans on? What? Because he happy. He just so glad because I used to work in like exclusive shoes. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Because then this white boy, he had the Gucci phones. And that was the only shoe he used to wear. He like, yeah, I got you, Nikki. I said, okay, all right, I feel you. But dude put him on Instagram. He was happy walking around with him. And then I'm like, you paid $220 for some shoes outside the club. They fake.
Outside the club.
Authenticate shoes on called Check. And they ask for certain pictures and things like that. It costs like $3.99 to shoot. But what happens is it'll go to like this filter and it'll let you know anything off. It'll filter it. And it'll tell you instantly if the shoe fake or real. So like if you ever going to buy something from off an app or somebody reselling off Facebook or something, use that. Check. One of my cousins put me on, which I'm, if it come to that, I do it. But for the most part, like our network so huge, I find it. But yeah, like it's that serious. Like the fakes is looking that good.
You remember that year we went to the Taste of Chicago? And we was just walking down, minding our own business, and then he got drunk as fuck. And he was just like, yeah, that's a fake. That's a fake. He was like being loud. Like, it's like 8, 9. He's like, yes, this is the taste of the fakes. It's not the taste of the So he's like walking, I'm like, damn, like, I get it, but like, it's like 8, 9 of them niggas, man.
So what? Niggas out there with them invisible woman 7s and shit that little year. I'm like, bro, that ain't big but one shoe with the see-through.
Right.
Niggas' feet all steamed up.
They sure did. It was only the ones with the blue.
Yeah.
The light blue.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one.
like see-through?
Yeah.
What was out there with dirty socks?
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually got a pair. I got a pair.
I'm
Yeah.
so
They should have came with
SpongeBob and
windshield.
Sally Young
Right.
So real quick, everybody, to try to wrap it up real quick. We all showed a lot of different shoes, had our different stories about the shoes and all that. I think this was a real good episode. So real quick, just go around and show the shoe you got on right now.
Oh, man,
so we
so
go
good.
around real quick. So I got on the Sequoia foams and all. OG, what you got on?
Royal Jordan 1s, Royal Blue.
Nikki?
Man, just the little baby dunks.
Nah, those are hot.
Right.
Those are hot.
Yeah, brother. What you got?
Kanye West, Larry Hoover edition.
I got the reimagined ones, the patent leather bread.
And what you got over there? You might have to step
Got
in a little
these
bit.
Baseball Mike Trout song, man. They came out last year. Baseball turf shirts came out.
Well, even our producer got on some heat.
Yeah, our producer got on the white blue
What you got?
13s, Tim.
13.
And then also Jimmy gonna make a quick appearance too. Jimmy
Right, Jimmy got
Jimmy
some
got on
heat
the white and black
Yeah.
Huaraches back there.
I got on some Perriella 7. I ain't on this show this week. They leave me alone.
But yeah, he got on the white and black Huaraches and all that. You know, Jimmy, he not really into shoes. Pro Wings was his thing back in the day.
Keep you humble.
So on behalf of the Know-It-Alls, this is your co-host Ralph and Nikki. Brought y'all the sneaker show with all our peoples. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. See you guys next time.
Is it the shoes? Is it the shoes? Is it the shoes?